Hi, this is Pam Fahey, and I wanted to introduce you to the Venus Ambrosia. And for you men, you can make it with Mars. But for us women, I'm going to show you how to make Venus Ambrosia this morning for breakfast. We're going to start off with the Venus Superfood Shake for Women. And then we're going to add organic virgin coconut oil. And I use the unrefined, and it's wonderful. There's many different brands, but I just use this one. So we're going to start there. First thing you need to do is melt some coconut oil. If you look in the jar, it comes hard, and you don't want to use it hard for this breakfast. So what I do is I take a couple of spoonfuls and put it into a little plastic container, and then I set it down in a bowl of hot water. And usually I just let it sit there, but I'm in a hurry today, so I'm going to actually help melt it down by stirring it in this bowl to get it to melt. It's already melting down into a nice little oil. When it's warm outside and your kitchen's warm, you'll open up your cabinet and find the oil is already ready to use, melted. It depends on the temperature of the air around the bottle of coconut oil. So if you just want to store it in a little bit warmer environment, it will stay melted for you. So that's step one, is get your oil ready. And now my oil is ready to go. So take it out of there. Next thing, take a bowl, and we need some fruit. So we're going to start with a banana. And I use half a banana. My husband likes to use an entire banana. So I cut it in half, and then I cut it down the middle. And then I'm not that careful, I just chop into it. And then I dump that into my bowl. This is great for sharing with other people, because really you don't have to touch the fruit very much at all, if at all, in doing this. Next, I like red grapes. If they're large red grapes, I cut them in half, but these are smaller red grapes. So now I've got a cup of fruit, and I put that in my bowl. Now here comes the hard part. The hard part is I add 2 scoops of Venus Shake for Women, and I sprinkle it over the top of the fruit. Just sprinkle it on. Put the lid on. Now I take a spoon and I just start stirring and lifting and coating the fruit with the chocolate. And it sticks. If you wet the fruit first, sometimes it's even easier. And now you can see that the fruit is starting to get coated by the chocolate shake, Venus Shake for Women. And it just coats. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons. I'm just going to pour 2 teaspoons into my spoon. There's 1. And there's 2. I'm going to stir it up. And now you can see the grapes are getting slick looking. You might call it mud. Muddy looking. Now, because the Venus Shake doesn't have as many grams of protein, if I feel like I need a little extra protein, I take a few almonds, and I take my knife and I cut the almonds in half and throw them in. So 4 or 5 almonds is usually enough to get a little bit more protein in my breakfast. So now, as you can see, I'm just stirring this all up, and that coconut oil makes everything stick. This is absolutely the most delicious breakfast you can imagine. It may not look like much on the camera. Wait till you put it in your mouth. So as you see, it's now just clumping all together, and it's just absolutely delicious. You can put in, I've got bananas and red grapes and almonds. I've also used fresh mangoes. I've used clementine oranges with no seeds. I've used apples, a half an apple. It doesn't matter what you use, Now look at that chocolate. That is like chocolate candy. This is the most delicious. So I invite you to try a Venus Ambrosia shake in a bowl for breakfast today, or for dinner, or for lunch. Anytime is good. So enjoy a Venus Ambrosia. I'm going to go ahead and have my first bite. Oh, I love this. So here's to your health. Here's a little bit of banana and a grape. Here's to your health and your success with Isogenics.